Hello and welcome to Weekly Weird News, brought to you by Cutting the Bull in the Post-Truth Apocalypse. I'm Ben, and as always I'm hanging out with Mike.
Hello.
Claire.
Hey.
And Pete.
Hello.
This is our spin-off from Cutting the Bull in the Post-Truth Apocalypse, where we bring to you the weirdest shit we found on the internet this week. I think we've even got a feel-good story in there.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, it's called Weird News. Let's do it. We've got a time traveller, people.
Oh, here's another one.
It's another time traveller.
Hold on, aren't we at about the right time to be... Can anyone remember the date?
It was something like the 30th of November, I think we're coming up to it.
What, for that TikTok time traveller from before? That
Can
we were
anyone
meant
remember
to...
what was happening though?
When they're going to take the most 300 gifted people from across the planet while the rest of us get fucked over by some kind of cosmic alien.
T-Rex eggs, but no, and a dragon in Mexico.
Oh, there was definitely a dragon in Mexico.
Yeah.
And T-Rex eggs, yeah.
Yeah, there
I think
was.
there was two different TikTok time travellers, wasn't there? And I think Ben's referring to one and you're referring to the other one.
You know what, this is a
There's
new
been
one.
a few.
They've also had to blur into one, to be fair, but I think that I love that people fucking believe this. It speaks to me on a level that it's like, man, you guys are fucking retarded. Actually, I can't say that. Man, you guys are fucking idiots. It's like, oh man.
I'd love to meet one of them in the flesh and like just have a discussion.
Probe them.
No, just have a discussion about them and see how long they could keep it up.
I bet
Interrogate them, you mean?
Yeah, pretty much.
Torture them.
You mean like put them in a room with a bright light shining in their face where you come in and repeatedly scream at them?
All I've got is a torch. But
Electricity in the nipples.
Yeah. Car battery.
Yeah.
Some very large splinters and a small hammer.
Oh, not that far.
Oh, sorry.
Bamboo spike shoved up your Jap's eye.
Well, I was just thinking underneath the nails. No, I wasn't going to quite go to the Jap's eye yet.
Sorry, your urethra.
That's the third round of torture.
Anyway, a new one, Radiant Time Traveller, has said that people, he's from the year 2671, and he has warned 7 people will mysteriously fall from the sky in June next year.
Someone shoot a hot air balloon.
But there was nothing flying in the area.
18th of June, okay.
Maybe we should be making a note of all these.
On May the 15th, 2023, a 750-foot mega tsunami hits the California coast, mainly San Francisco.
Okay.
I was watching a thing on the Japanese tsunami this week, and it's not like you think it's a huge wave, and it isn't. It's like a big swell, and it's just like you're watching the videos and like, look at that. It's like a tiny pissy stream through that street, and then the rest of it just sort of washes down, and before you know it, you're just in it.
It's a wall of water, isn't it?
Yeah, it's crazy.
They are a scary thing.
So, on June the 18th, 2023, 7 people mysteriously fall from the sky. There was nothing flying in that area. Could have been launched by a hurricane. Or a tornado, possibility. The off-the-rails TikToker went on to warn his followers about 5 dates to come. He said, November 30th, 2022, the James Webb Telescope discovers a planet that is a mirrored version of Earth. January 1st, 2023, a plane flying over the Bermuda Triangle goes missing. So November 30th, we've got to find a mirror Earth.
Okay. And New Year's Day, the plane's going to go missing.
Oh, March 3rd, my birthday, 2023.
Oh, you can remember that one.
I remember this one, won't we? A message is received from all around the world that seems to have come from the ocean. May 15th, 2023, a 750-foot mega tsunami hits the California coast, mainly San Francisco.
So what, on your birthday?
No, on my birthday, a message comes from the ocean. I can only assume that means we meet Aquaman or the Atlanteans.
Or the dolphins rising up.
Or the dolphins rise up.
Not just a text message. Happy birthday, Ben, from the sea.
Maybe. You know what? We'll find out on that March 3rd next year.
Could just be Poseidon?
Could just be Poseidon. I'd like to be bros with Poseidon, wouldn't you?
Yeah, man.
Especially if he lets me breathe underwater so I can trot down and see him, that'd be sweet.
As long as he lets me meet Ariel and give her a good rooting.
I don't think he's gonna let you root his mermaid daughter, Pete.
Why? We'll let her go balls deep in her.
Because she's half fish.
Doesn't matter. She's still got holes.
You can jizz on her eggs. You can do that.
Yeah, technically that's what you'd be doing, Gene.
Yeah.
Although I'd imagine them clams could provide some friction for a tit wank.
I'd get her to make me jizz on the eggs at least. You know what I mean?
That's fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to happen in 2023, though.
Okay.
Don't dash his hopes.
Hey, it's got as much chance as happening in any of these fucking ideas. Although the mega tsunami's like a not if but when, innit, in that San Francisco area for a quake or a tsunami.
It's on a fault line, innit?
Yeah, so it's like
750 foot tsunami.
And I'm not saying it's going to be 750 foot. I'm just saying that that's the case of if not when, though, innit?
Because a 750
When not if.
750 foot tsunami
That's pretty high.
is going to annihilate completely San Francisco and probably
the whole western seaboard.
I'd say a lot of land.
Probably going to go into
Hundreds of
Ohio?
miles. Hundreds of miles potentially inland that could reach.
It'll divert around Salt Lake City, though, because of Mormonism.
750 foot, let's just think of that, yeah?
Well, it only takes the plate to slide that much, doesn't it?
you
And
put
that'll
that-
create the wave behind it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, 750. They're saying this 750 foot hits San Francisco.
That's 7.5 football pitches tall,
That's
roughly.
Yeah, I how tall it is.
250 meters, roughly. Yeah,
Oh, no,
yeah.
no idea. I don't know.
Three-
Either way, it's fucking huge.
Yeah.
Regardless,
3 foot,
it's
just
fucking
over.
huge.
That is fucking bollocks.
250 yards.
But either way, it's not going to happen. Maybe, well, it might happen on that day because it could happen any time. It could happen right now. Who knows? Not wishing ill on you, San Francisco. Just saying you built a city in a fault line.
My only flaw with that one is the fact that they're saying it's hitting San Francisco.
Oh, it's pretty.
If it's
Mainly hit San Francisco.
But if it's such a tsunami like that, it's not just going to hit San Francisco, is it? It's going to hit every
lot.
single city along that coast.
Yeah, it's not going to be
For
fair.
hundreds of miles, clearly.
Well,
We'll see, eh?
yep.
Yep.
When was that one? May
November
the
the
15th or something.
March
the
15th.
March the 15th.
On the 3rd of March, we get the message from the sea.
Which is, there's an incoming tsunami in a week and a bit.
Yeah, maybe.
In 12 days' time, I'm going to have a monster shit, and it's going to create a tsunami. Regards, Poseidon.
Here's some tragic news.
Oh dear. Woman heartbroken after Royal Mail lose her mum's ashes in the post.
Do people send ashes in the post?
That's weird.
Part of my mother is floating around somewhere. It's not nice.
It's no different than if you released her into the sky, I guess.
Yeah. Christine Evans died in December 2021 at the age of 62 after catching COVID. Honouring her mother, Kaylee purchased a silver memorial pendant to encase some of her ashes in. The pendant read, "Your wings, sister, were ready, but your heart was not." Kaylee then intended to send a necklace to her mum's only sibling, her sister Michelle, as a gift. She says she posted it first class on September the 21st from Swansea to Colchester, expecting it to be delivered in a matter of days. As of October the 25th, the package still hasn't arrived, and Royal Mail said they don't know where it is.
Well, that's about right for Royal Mail.
Somewhere, there's some postie walking round, or some postie's wife, or
With this
or
lovely
sister,
pendant,
walking round with this silver pendant
not
on.
realising.
Not realising.
Yeah.
That's usually what happens. I mean, in some cases, not saying a lot. You know, don't want to serve our brave postal workers who battle the
It's
elements.
sus if your boyfriend give you that though. It's suggesting that somebody's dead. on
Maybe
it.
someone has. Maybe it's just perfect timing.
Oh, I got this for your nan's passing. Oh, you're such a sweetheart.
I'm gonna get laid tonight. Oh no, that is a shame. But do you know what? With something like that, surely it should have been sent recorded delivery.
I
You'd
was
think
thinking
that. Or maybe hand delivered. You know? You say, I've got you the present, I'll give it you when I next see you.
Yeah. Oh, but certainly recorded delivery. Why wouldn't you? That is a bit of a. Come on, love. You should have fucking
Yeah.
Bit of a newbie error, that really.
I think this smacks of first world problems to me.
Yeah.
Not the joke is, it's shit,
It's
your mum's
terrible,
ashes.
yes.
But it's like, there's much more you could have done here.
Yeah.
You should have bloody sent that recorded delivery. No two ways about it. Anything like that. You want it to be signed for at the other end. So
Just
you
do it the old-fashioned way and just give it to her.
Yeah, but if you live a couple hundred miles away, she might not drive.
Better to see her at some point. The next funeral, maybe.
I've not seen my brother for 4 years.
Well,
Did he get lost in the post, did he?
Might as well have.
Still can't find him.
I haven't seen my brother for 4 years.
he's been floating around in the sorting office.
With a lovely necklace on.
Oh dear.
God, I'd love to be the person that opened all the lost mail.
Oh yeah, me too. That'd be great. Oh, money. What do you reckon they do? Do you reckon they split it or?
No, do they fuck?
Go straight into the pocket of the person that found it, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
It was just a card, skanky bitch.
The amount of birthday cards I reckon that don't get delivered each year, it's got to be monumental.
Mate, I was still waiting for a postcard from Arthur. I got sent when I was 12. Arthur was like an adventure camp in Wales where you could go as a kid for anyone that doesn't know. Well, no one
Get
knows.
raped by the local
You don't
Catholic
get
priest.
It doesn't happen. You do like kayaking and rock climbing and shit like that.
After you've been raped, they at least soften you up afterwards.
Pete, I know what happened to Pete, but he clearly has a very different remembrances of Arthur than me.
I never went
Pretty
there.
traumatic ones, what they're saying.
Or certainly some kind of adventure camp.
Yeah, I never went to Arthog, I went to Buck Camp. I always wondered why it was called that. Friendly Buck Camp, that was it.
They just shove you in a kayak with a priest and
Yeah, you've been
send
there.
you off into the wilderness.
You've been there as well. Is that where your parents sent you?
I was a priest.
You were the priest.
Terrible.
Wow, you're ordained at a young age. I think that's called seminary school, Pete.
Seminary
No, he's
school.
actually really fucking 85. Mike's not his real
He's
name.
like immortal. He's suggesting Mike's immortal.
It's about this youth thing that these children give you. It's what the Catholic priests obviously believe. I don't know.
Adrenochrome.
Maybe it's something to do with that.
Are you making the allegation that Mike drinks adrenochrome harvested from the children of...
That he's raped whilst he's been in the back of a kayak.
As a priest?
As a priest.
Dressed as a priest?
Yep.
Michael, you're still here?
What?
You'd have harvested your adrenochrome, you'd be dead.
He never harvested mine.
No, we were there at different times, obviously. Can we move on?
Oh shit.
Man, oh no, it's not me, is it? It's Claire.
Man returns to his car to find a sofa had fallen from the sky and crushed it.
Is it like a helicopter sofa removal firm?
What's the chances of that, man?
That's fantastic.
You'd be gutted, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
It's a rental, he's okay.
It's a rental.
No, who gives a fuck then?
What's his name? Herbert. He left. Is it Zia? Is it?
No, Herbert Zia, I think his name is, yeah.
Oh, that's his name. Yeah, left his car in a nearby residential street. He parked the vehicle, a rental no less, for just 15 minutes before returning to its side. Herbert was shocked to discover that a giant sofa had now adorned his windshield, seemingly to have appeared out of nowhere. We're seeing a picture of like a sofa totally...
In pieces.
It's in pieces. The car's done surprisingly well, actually. A Toyota Yaris, of all things.
I know it's a Yaris, is it?
It is a Yaris, yeah.
So yeah, it says the Toyota Yaris was left badly damaged in the bizarre incident. Police are investigating and have suggested the sofa may have been hurled from a nearby balcony during a party.
Let's throw the sofa out the fucking balcony!
The Rolling Stones are in town.
That's the dude who had that massive needle you got.
You didn't hear that?
I know, yeah, it's a conversation we had off air.
Herbert, who had just left the car in the Ultimo district of Sydney, told 9 News, it's just bizarre. It's just bizarre, mate.
Flaming galah.
If I was trying to put a ticket into my car at that moment... What? If I was trying to put a ticket into my
Onto
car...
my car.
Onto my car at that moment, I could have ended up in hospital.
Well, why would you have been putting a ticket on your own guy, you silly fool?
To show that he's been parked there, and he's putting the ticket in the car.
Oh,
He's bought the pay and display, and then a sofa lands on him.
Shit.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, he could have been death by sofa. He says, I have no word for this incident.
Where's he from?
My God, I think Claire was possessed by the ghost of Steve Irwin for a
Some
moment.
kind of Welsh cockney. With a bit of...
Steve, is that you?
Yeah.
Oh, he's gone.
Arabic.
He's gone. He ended up being some weird German Arab.
Yeah.
So the,
Summer got the restaurants on the Barbie.
the sofa reportedly plummeted through the nearby trees into the path of Herbert's car.
It's plummeting through trees though. It's got to be coming from a fair height, hasn't it?
There's got to be more than one or two people chucking that shit.
Yeah.
No, it was me after I had my EpiPen.
Another conversation that occurred off air.
Damn.
Where Pete decided he was going to take an EpiPen and see what happened.
Adrenaline shot, man. What would it be like if you didn't need it? What would it do to you?
Probably just burst your heart.
Probably right, actually. Poor bugger.
It was lucky, wasn't it?
At least it wasn't his car. At least
That's-
it was a rental car. So
that's
you
the
wouldn't
main
really
thing.
give a fuck too much.
It's still a bit of an inconvenience though, isn't it? You just
Say-
popped out, do some errands,
Would you-
leave your car there for 50 minutes later, you know, there's a sofa broken over it.
Do you think-
How would you explain that? Exactly, Claire.
Well,
Do you
you
think you'd
filmed
have
it.
to pay? Like, because there's normally like a £750 kind of...
Stick it down as an act of God.
But normally, what you pay...
Premium.
Yeah, like when you have to fork out for insurance.
I don't know, as a rental, he may get that covered. It would depend on his insurance policy, Pete. If he was fully comp, would that... Then no.
Well, I don't know, because but you always have to pay that...
Well, I'm assuming-
What's it called? The fucking...
I'm assuming his car's in the
I'm right out
shop.
my head because you're pressuring me.
Hello!
It doesn't matter anyway, it's regardless. It's not his car.
No, I know, but you still might have had to fork out a bit of money for it anyway.
Depends how highly he was insured.
No, because you always have to pay the excess.
Yeah.
Excess,
That's what I was
it,
looking
fuck's
for.
sake.
You always have to pay the excess,
Yeah.
and on a rental car, the excess is normally
Yeah.
like £750 to £1,000. So you don't want to damage a rental car. You really don't. So you would wonder whether he'd be all right with that because it was clearly nothing to do with him, or would they be like, well, you weren't insured to park the car there. You
Hey, he's
twat.
paying a ticket. If he's got a ticket, he's alright, isn't he? Surely.
Yeah, but if they're sneaky bastards, he could have bloody rented the car for a single purpose that you'd have had to stipulate.
Well,
They're fuckers like that.
if this golden asteroid worth 9 quadrillion that's being targeted by NASA in an audacious mission pays off, Pete, you'll be able to pay his excess, no problem.
Fair enough then.
9 quadrillion?
What's that? What's quadrillion?
It's a lot.
4 times a million.
So is that the one after
4 times
trillion?
a million.
4 times a million in it.
Is that
No,
is that,
no.
is that
Someone just Google it, otherwise...
You go million, billion, trillion, quadrillion.
Yeah, so it's yeah.
So how many
Yeah,
billions
makes
is
sense.
that?
A lot.
Fuck.
Hold on. 1,000 million is a billion. 1,000 billion
NASA
is a trillion.
Has set its sights on a 140 mile wide golden asteroid worth an estimated 9 quadrillion pounds, with plans to launch a probe next year. And if successful, it has the potential to unlock secrets about the formation of planets like the Earth. Well, I'm not really interested in that right now because there's 9 quadrillion pounds sat on that fucking rock.
Sounds a bit like Don't Look Up to me, that does.
Yeah.
The mission has already been pushed back from this year, but the space agency hopes it will finally get off the ground in 2023. If successful, scientists will glean unique insights into an extraordinary lump of rock located in the asteroid route between Mars and Jupiter known as 16 Psyche. Made of iron, nickel and gold, its value will be off the scale in earthly terms. Quadrillion is 1,000 trillion.
Crikey.
By way of illustration, the entire world's annual gross GDP is just over 85.6 trillion. So according to the World Bank,
15 times more than that.
well, that's according to the World Bank. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
15 years of the world's annual take-ins.
Yeah, but it'd go to NASA, wouldn't it? So it wouldn't go to America, wouldn't it?
Well, Elon
Depends who
Musk's
gets
going to
there
actually use the rockets for this.
So when it's
goes
cut.
to Elon Musk then.
Yeah.
There's no name for the spacecraft which made the trip, although it will be launched using one of Elon Musk's SpaceX Falcon Heavy rockets.
This is basically the storyline to Up. Don't look up then.
I thought.
Yeah, but it's not hitting the Earth as we know it.
Yeah, it was
we know
hitting
of.
the Earth, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's the only difference.
Yeah.
Not that. Well, we don't know it's on a trajectory to Earth. Could be for all we know.
No, it's well.
Might not be telling us.
They might not be telling us, although it is just kind of sitting there.
Yeah, these things get
I
checked.
think it's been there a while.
Man, I just keep imagining it like
Yeah, it's
gold.
been there for about 4 billion.
No, but you know what I mean.
6 billion years.
We've obviously known it's been there for a while. Maybe I'm
Ah,
I
right,
just
yeah.
can't get this image out of my head of this golden asteroid studded with rubies and gems.
Yeah.
Even though it's just iron, nickel, and ore, it's like, man, that looks fucking. I want to go there.
It might be on an orbit, mightn't it?
But it will be, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just send Bruce Willis up. He'll get it for us.
By the time he gets back, he'll be a dithering old fool, won't he? I don't worry, motherfucker.
They're going to recast it.
If you cry, motherfucker, I got the gold for you.
We just. Oh, he doesn't say yippee-ki-yay in Armageddon.
So, just because it's worth 9 quadrillion, bringing it back to Earth would what?
Give extra resources to make mobile phones.
Yeah.
Yep.
It would give a lot of
Solar panels.
all the different chips and things like that that use tiny fragments of gold and that. It would make them now. It would make computers fucking well cheap.
Would you like a fucked up
How's that going to
fact?
help the
Potentially.
starving man on the street?
Oh, it won't help him.
Not unless a bit drops on his head as it's coming down. Or something, I don't know.
You know, would you like a fucked up fact about gold?
Go on.
All the gold ever excavated would not fill an Olympic-sized swimming pool.
I find that real hard to believe.
No,
True.
I watch Gold Rush, man. I see how much gold they.
Yeah, and that
out.
gets split out into other bits. So your gold ring isn't that much. It's not like 100% gold, is it?
No.
It's split out to go further. So all the gold ever put out, no, wouldn't fill an Olympic-sized swimming pool.
I don't know whether that's a fact.
It's a fact.
I've heard it. Take it up with the powers that be.
Yeah, you need to have a committee of 12 for that one.
Cobra dies after being bitten by a boy in India.
Was this boy called Chuck Norris?
That is what you call karma, isn't it?
Yeah. I was flicking through the news the other day and I seen this and I was like, huh? Normally it's like Cobra bites boy and the boy dies, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? But no, yeah, the boy bit the cobra. He said, I bit it hard twice. It all happened in a flash.
Huh?
Was he hungry?
Can I just say, 190,000 tons? Surely that's going to be a bigger chunk than
An Olympic-sized swimming pool.
190,000 tons.
Well, that's a
to
fact
be.
I heard.
Because that's how much around 190,000 tons has been mined.
Yeah.
Maybe it has.
Now
So-
find out how
What's
much.
the mass of 190,000 tons of
Just
gold?
type in the fact. Would the amount of gold discovered fill up an Olympic-sized swimming pool? Let's tell you if it's true or not. Just type that into DuckDuckGo.
A cobra died after an 8-year-old bit the reptile to protect himself when the reptile wrapped itself around his hand, according to a report. The boy, identified by his first name Deepak,
Oh my god, I work with a D-Pack.
was playing in the backyard of his house on Monday in Jashpur district in India's central state when a snake attacked him. The cobra bit the boy and wrapped itself around his hand. The boy said he bit the snake hard twice as he was in great pain. The snake got wrapped around my hand and bit me. I was in great pain. As the reptile didn't budge when I tried to shake it off, I bit it hard twice. It all happened in a flash. The boy's family rushed him to a medical centre following the snake bite. Dr. James Minge
as well.
A medical officer said the boy was administered anti-snake venom and kept under observation for the entire day and then discharged.
I have to point out, this is why we just burst into laughter there. Minge is British slang for the vagina.
So, you got your facts slightly muddled up.
No crap.
It's platinum.
Ah,
Platinum would not.
I've heard gold. I have heard gold somewhere.
If all the platinum ever mined were poured into an Olympic swimming pool, it would scarcely be deep enough to cover your ankles. By comparison, the world's gold would fill 3 Olympic swimming pools.
Alright.
That must have been a fact.
That's still not a lot when you think about it.
Well, no, Olympic swimming pools are pretty fucking huge, to be fair.
They are, but it's not a football pitch.
No.
No. But
And only 3, yeah.
For the whole world.
Platinum's what you want then. We're going to go and find a platinum
30
deposit.
times more rare than gold.
We need to find a platinum deposit.
Okay, well, good for the boy, I guess.
Yeah, Chuck Norris. He should be known as from now on.
But did it say his name?
Deepak.
Cool. It's quite a cool name, actually. Do you think he's related to Tupac?
I don't know, I work with the Deepak and he definitely is not related to Tupac.
So here's a bit of
Good news.
Good news for a change, which is always nice. Dog who fell off a shrimp boat found alive days later after swimming 6 miles to shore. Bloody hell.
Aww.
6 miles.
Wow.
I know dogs are good swimmers, but with tides and shit like that, man, that's impressive. So Keith Kiwi Soffers, I wouldn't know how to say his surname, I do apologise. I'm assuming he's from New Zealand.
No, he's from Texas.
Oh, I wonder why he's called Kiwi.
Very likes kiwis, maybe?
Maybe that's his cool sailor
Kiwi
name.
fruit.
Perhaps, yeah. So he has a shrimp boat anyway, St. Leon. He's from St. Leon in Texas. He adores his dog Monster, who accompanies him on daily treks out to the water.
Oh, Monster's a little pea, he's lovely.
Oh. Got his ears as well.
Yeah.
Nice.
However, a recent expedition ended in tragedy when Monster went overboard. Despite the fact that the dog was no stranger to the sea, having joined Keith on his boat since she was a puppy, it was a quiet day and the dog vanished without a trace. Keith looked everywhere, hoping to find her, but quickly became concerned. Keith remarked, "I lost the one thing in the world I actually loved. I'm completely heartbroken."
Oh.
Keith published the tale on social media, hoping Monster might appear somewhere. People online sent him lots of love.
Oh, that's not his wife. He's like, oh, that's the one thing I truly love.
But 5 days after Monster went missing, he received wonderful news. Monster was alive and well after quite an adventure at sea.
Hey.
Monster was discovered days after reaching the coast. Keith was taken back after hearing her story. Monster arrived by swimming 5 to 6 kilometres, it said miles a minute ago. 5 to 6 kilometres.
Still several miles.
Yeah, across Galveston Bay to land.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Fair play.
Why wasn't he wearing his own little life jacket?
Well, maybe he was. Maybe that's what helped him.
Because when you're a shrimp boat captain from Texas, Clair, your dog don't need no life jacket, especially if it's called Monster.
Monster.
Yeah, and apparently Monster smothered him with kisses
Ah.
and they were reunited.
Man, I really hope that's not his wife in the picture.
Maybe the dog's his wife.
Or maybe. I don't know.
You never know in America.
You certainly don't. Who can say it is the land of the free?
Maybe he might identify as a dog. Then it's all right then.
Hey, it's the land of the free, mate. You want to be
The
a
land of
furry?
the free and the brave, not the land of the free and the depraved.
Oh, but the depraved sounds so much more fun. We're on that bombshell. I've been Ben. You can follow us on Facebook at Code of the Bull and the Post Truth Apocalypse, on YouTube at Apocalypse Bull, or on most podcasting platforms at Code of the Bull in the PTA. Leave us a review, leave us a like, leave us a comment, subscribe. Do what you want. You know, but follow us. You know, I'm going to say, shit. Honestly, stop listening to TikTok time travellers. For fuck's sake.
Well, somebody at least
Stop publishing
record
it. Sorry, Claire, go on.
Well, somebody's got to be recorded, like, make a note of this shit and out them.
We need to do it, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to start doing it from now on.
I've been Mike, thanks for listening. Peace out, may the force be with you.
And I've been Claire. Don't get bitten by a snake, be the biter.
Always be the biter.
And I've been Pete. If you really need to take your dog out onto the sea, get him a little doggy life jacket and a homing beacon or something, and if they fall overboard you can find them.
Oh yeah, you can get them Apple ones these days, can't
Yeah.
you? The little dog things. you put 'em in.
Easily.
I might watch it, buddy, do it in all fairness.
The
Yeah.
brands are right there.
Good night.